If you're listening to me in any of the West London boroughs now, if you're listening to me in Hillingdon, Ealing, anywhere in the Hanger Lane area, don't you dare listen and get out. Don't you dare not listen to this. Get out of your car or your office or your home when you hear the full impact of HS2, the high-speed rail link. Look, on the upside, apparently, businessmen and businesswomen, for that matter, will be able to get to Birmingham up to, 18 minutes earlier. Why? All they'll do is have an extra cup of coffee. But on the downside, as it would appear the full impact emerges, there could be up to 18 bridges in West London that will have to either be demolished or replaced, and they're going to have to redo or replace the Hanger Lane Gyratory system. Yes, this is extraordinary, isn't it? Well, this is the report or findings of some organisations who are concerned about HS2. Kerry Brennan is chairwoman of HIllingdon Against HS2 and is official spokesperson for Stop HS2. Why has this only just emerged, do you imagine, Ms. Brennan?
I think the reason it's only just emerged is because HS2, like everyone, know need to hear the best case scenarios of their plan. So we're always told the sort of benefits. And they have mostly only released anything that doesn't put HS2 in a good light through SOIs. I think we in Hillingdon first put in an SOI about Hanger Lane last spring. So we've been asking since March last year what's going to happen to Hanger Lane. We put it on our leaflets 18 months ago to ask residents to start to become concerned about the bigger picture for London, not just their own street or garden or whatever. And really, it's only now that Ealing Council are really getting involved. And I think if Ealing Council had got involved when they should have got involved last year, a lot more of this would have been for the public's interest last year, and then they could have got involved in the consultation more. Unfortunately, the consultation's ended now, and Ealing Council have just woken up thanks to activists in Ealing getting more and more involved in the campaign.
I note that Hanger Lane is one of the busiest intersections in our city. 10,000 vehicles an hour are going through there at rush hour. What do you fear the impact of redoing that and indeed bringing down, rebuilding, demolishing bridges might be, Kerry Brennan?
I fear that actually the impact, particularly for small businesses in Ealing, because they were the ones that rely on people getting to particular places in Ealing, are going to lose jobs, businesses, and obviously children getting to school. There's a whole impact. The whole of that community will be devastated for up to 7 years. They don't build a bit of HS2 overnight. They do it bit by bit. Euston Station's the same. It's going to be chaos there, running a weekend service for about 8 years. People have referred to it as performing open heart surgery on Euston Station. So it isn't just Ealing, but the Hanger Lane Gyratory is such a key. I mean, it's on the traffic news all the time, isn't it? We're all familiar with it. And what they haven't done is costed what is this disruption going to cost the local economy, and therefore the business case doesn't take that into account. And actually there are losses as well as gains with a project like this, and they are not being upfront and honest about it.
Lastly, I'm sorry, no, that's all right, Kerry, I do apologise. Just briefly, is there any form of appeal? Remind me the situation now, Kerry, or is it all a done deal?
In the government and Labour's eyes, they would like everyone to believe it's a done deal. Their terminology they use is when it happens, not if it happens. It's not a done deal. Everybody in London is paying £1,700 per family for the whole country is paying for this in tax. It's purely taxpayer-led. So
but how can you stop it, is my point, Kerry?
It's through political pressure on MPs that they need to vote against it next year in Parliament.
Kerry Brennan, this is a story we'll stay close to. Thank you. You're chairwoman of HIllingdon Against HS2 and your official spokeswoman for Stop HS2.